Hello my dear beautiful bastards and welcome back to Quarantine. Today we shall be playing a new game and we shall be playing the virus. Now the virus compared to the bacteria has the difference between the standard spread to uninfected cities and increased mutation rate. So it isn't gonna spread normally, but it is gonna mutate very rapidly, which is something a virus does. It tends to mutate. So we're gonna go ahead and this time we will start with the medic, and we will start in Los Angeles. Terrible start. But see, Niamey and Irkutsk can spread to 3 cities, while Sydney can spread to 2. So we gotta deal with Niamey or Irkutsk. And if I go with Irkutsk, one of the spreading cities does not have, it has just one spreading city. But here, all 3 spreading cities have multiple spreading cities that go further. So, we're gonna deal with Niamey. Advanced treatment right here. So let's do the body armor and then we are gonna get this one all the way up. So body armor is gonna be first. Okay, it is spreading nicely actually. I think we may be able to contain it up here. See, because Sydney didn't spread, so now I should hire another person, probably a diplomat. I want to use her. Oh wait, I can't. Okay, I can't use her to open a city because I don't have to open an office, because I don't have the money, so I'm gonna use her to deal with this, but she can reduce by 2, so it's fine either way. And up here we're gonna deal with Beijing, because if I deal with Irkutsk, Beijing can still spread to 3 cities. So it is better to deal with Beijing, because Irkutsk can go to Novosibirsk and Yakutsk, so you know, it's a better chance of shittiness not happening. So advanced treatment right here. The virus is definitely a little bit trickier than I anticipated, but it's alright. It's alright. I understand it a little bit better, so let's go and make an office in Novosibirsk and fix Niamey. Hopefully it is not gonna start spreading like crazy. I need more money. Uh-oh, it's spreading like crazy. Now, please.
The situation is evolving.
Efforts to decontaminate local water sources are causing water shortages. We need to ensure water security for the vulnerable. Organize clean water, deploy humanitarian aid. Organize clean water. Oh, nice. I spent 10,000 to do this shit. Okay, so I can't do a quarantine now, but it didn't spread too rapidly, so it's not terrible. Hong Kong, I gotta deal with Hong Kong definitely. So she can do that. She can do the advanced... Wait, quarantine is 15. I can't afford that.
Finished.
There, she can deal with Hong Kong. And I mean, Chengdu can spread to 3 cities. Novosibirsk can spread to 2 cities. And Beijing can spread to Tokyo. So I think I gotta deal with Chengdu. But Novosibirsk has 2. And Irkutsk has 2 as well. But let's go with Chengdu. Yeah, let's fix Chengdu. Got hurt, the bastard. Nothing else I can do. Let's carry on. Man, it's spreading all over the stupid shit. Let's hire security. See, the problem is that if I open another office, one of these cities is gonna spread too far. That's the problem. And if I use all 3 of them to lower the infection, it's likely still gonna be shit. So Sydney can spread rapidly, can ruin my life, but Niamey, definitely need to deal with Niamey. As far as the other cities go, Sydney isn't that big of a problem, to be honest. At least we have the body armor, if nothing else. Let's go with the accelerated training. And then we are gonna do the mutation stuff. If I deal with Yekaterinburg and Hong Kong, I guess that will stop the spreading quite a bit. So yeah, let's do that. Let's hope that Sydney is not gonna spread like a little bastard. Come on, Sydney, don't betray me. Don't betray me, Sydney. Okay, okay, it's good. Whew. But I still have 20,000. I need 30. Novosibirsk is in a terrible pickle. Absolutely dreadful pickle. I could try to quarantine Niamey. That is probably gonna give me some time. But I still need to hire another person. And I won't be able to hire another person for 2 extra turns if I quarantine now. So I have to save the money. Well, I have to open another office. That should be the main thing to do. Alright, I'm gonna use her to fix Niamey. And then I'm gonna use the diplomat to establish an office here. Oh no, no, it's not connected to the infected area. Okay, I'm gonna open it in Chengdu. Establish office in Chengdu. And then I can use the dude to deal with Novosibirsk. Damage is high, but he is still alive and he is gonna survive.
Too close for comfort.
Barely, but Novosibirsk is now safe. Alright, so I'm kind of losing control over Australia, but you know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Australians. I'm sorry. Don't be cunts, please. Is it gonna spread to Perth? I'm probably gonna need to quarantine Perth and Bangkok or something.
Urgent news from the field.
Yakutsk. A celebrity just tweeted to her millions of followers that the conventional treatment that we use to slow the progress of the disease does not work. Instead, she suggests using healing crystals, conveniently providing a link to an online shop where these may be purchased. Well, fuck you. Issue a press statement publicly denouncing these crystals as medically ineffective. Denounce that. Fuck that. Please. Please don't. Do you think that humans are stupid idiots? Of course, but silence. Let's not talk about that. Shh. Let's not cause controversy. And let us hire a scientist, finally. Wait, do I want a scientist? Wait. Do I want a scientist? Because I kinda need to start working on the cure as soon as possible. So yeah, we need a scientist.
Not a moment to lose.
Not a moment to lose. Lovely. So we got the people, so we can deal with Niamey, with Sydney. I can't do the quarantine, I don't have enough money, but I can open another office. And another office shall be opened in... where? In Beijing? Yeah, let's open it in Beijing. And now we can deal with Niamey and Bangkok. The dude is quite hurt, so I kinda have to heal him, unfortunately. So heal operative, damage risk is none. Heal him.
Operation complete.
Excellent, 50% healed. That is good. And turn. We got 46,000. We're gonna do some quarantining now. Oh, problems in Sydney. The disease has contaminated local water sources. We must decontaminate these sources and provide emergency water relief. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm sorry, I need the money. I'm sorry. Oh shit. Alright, so Perth needs to be quarantined, Bangkok needs to be quarantined, and Chengdu needs to be fixed. So we got 3 of them. Wait, can I open another office? Let me see. Limit reached. Okay, so she is kinda useless now. I don't need her, so as soon as I get more money, I'm gonna sell her. Well, I'm not gonna sell a human. Listen, I'm not gonna sell a human. I'm just gonna replace her with someone else. Possibly a security person. Or maybe another scientist. No, security person is probably gonna be best, because they are not gonna lose health. Or, well, they will lose health, but not a lot. Perth, the infection level is kinda going up, so we kinda need to deal with that. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna quarantine Perth using this girl here. Send the medic to Sydney. Advanced treatment. Reduce infection by... No. Send the medic. Reduce infection by 4. He should fix it.
Made it.
There you go. Sydney has been fixed. I don't want to lose Sydney. And then Bangkok and Chengdu are left. So we gotta deal with Bangkok and Chengdu. So if we lower Bangkok and Chengdu, then it's gonna go... Well, we don't really have a big risk. I could do... Wait, we can't have more cities, right? More offices. So I could do 2 quarantines. Yes, 2 quarantines right here. That is gonna give me a lot of space. So quarantine in Bangkok and quarantine in Chengdu. Excellent. I am pleased. And turn. So now this should give me a little bit of extra time. Infection level is growing, so I really gotta deal with that shit as well. But yeah, this is gonna give me enough time to do a lot of stuff. So this is gonna accelerate the training, improved first aid. Let's now work on the science tree. So now what I need to do is 41,000. Now we gotta lower the infection level all over the place. So we're gonna start by lowering it up here. I think I wanna deal with Novosibirsk, Irkutsk and Yakutsk. Although down here, well, the places down here are kind of safe, so it's not really that big of a problem. Novosibirsk, so I have 4 of them. The dude is not gonna die, it's gonna hurt him by 3, so he is gonna survive in all cases. I do have 41,000. I could make another quarantine somewhere. Perhaps I could quarantine Novosibirsk and then deal with Irkutsk and Yakutsk. And the final person, she can do some science shit. Alright, let's do that. Novosibirsk is gonna get quarantined. She leveled up as well, excellent. Irkutsk is gonna get fixed up. Wait, perhaps I could fix Beijing, not Yakutsk. Well, I could fix both. Both Beijing and Yakutsk. Yeah, let's do that. Let's, so Beijing, damage risk is high. High damage risk. No, let's just do it.
Another success.
Gonna be fine. Yakutsk, advanced treatment high. He has 4 points, 3 points hurting. Start operation.
Job done.
Oh, he didn't get hurt. Excellent. Okay, things are looking pretty decent. Next turn. Infection level hopefully is not gonna spread too much. Ekaterinburg is going to shit as well. That's not good. Sydney
Situation is
again.
evolving.
Establish health monitoring, advise medical screening. Let's go with medical screening. Shit. It's 20. It's 20,000. 20,000 on that. Stupid. It's fine. It's alright. It's alright. So I could do the following. I could get rid of the diplomat and hire another person, and I will have enough money for another... Wait a second. What if I use her? Can I use the diplomat? Okay, let's use the diplomat on Yekaterinburg. Advanced treatment. And then go into the team. Oh, she's busy, so I can't dismiss... Son of a bitch. Okay. Doesn't matter, but she's almost dead, so I'm gonna dismiss her anyway. I'm not gonna waste a turn on healing her. I don't give a shit about that. So Yekaterinburg is safe. And then what we need to do is... See, it's 5. I definitely have to deal with the points everywhere. Too many points. Too many points. Let's deal with Hong Kong and Tokyo. And I'm gonna use the girl for some cure development. I think it's about time. I mean, I could start... Wait, I could start another quarantine somewhere. No, I need to lower the infection level first. Right, the dude is almost dead. Have to be very careful. So her... I can send her up here and do some sampling. I really need the samples soon. And the turn, let's see what's gonna happen. Oh man, it's definitely not easy. The virus is presenting a lot of issues. Okay, things are pretty decent, so let's go into the team. Let us get rid of her. Let us hire another security person.
Ready for orders.
Like this. Lovely. The dude needs to be healed. Fort Moresby needs to be dealt with. And Sydney needs to be dealt with. Wait a second. Sydney, Perth. So if I deal with both Sydney and Perth, Sydney is still gonna be infected because these guys can only deal with 2. 56,000. I could make another... No. Making another quarantine is not a good idea. Deal with Perth and Sydney. So let's go into the Perth and use her to do the advanced treatment and use this guy in Sydney to lower the 2 points. There we go. Now I could go over here and... well, 60,000 for this. The lab is doing pretty well actually. The virus is not mutating yet. But that is it. And the turn, 96,000. It is alright. I think that things are under control. As long as I keep track of the infection level and everything, it is gonna be fine. Decontaminate water sources, let's do that. 10,000. Okay, nice, thank you. It worked. I like when things work. It's beautiful when things work. So what do? Things aren't that terrible. So perhaps I should just start lowering the disease all over the place. Try to contain it. Definitely gonna use the girl to do some sampling. 5 samples, excellent. I should hire a researcher as well. Yes, and research trait. Because it lowers the time by half, almost. So the first researcher is kinda important. And we could deal with these places systematically. So we could clean up Beijing, Chengdu and Hong Kong. Or we could clean up Chengdu, Hong Kong and Bangkok. If we clean up these 3... well, these 2 are not gonna spread either way. I mean, it's quarantine, so it's not gonna spread. So we could deal with Hong Kong, Beijing and Irkutsk. Yeah, let's do that. Hong Kong, Beijing and Irkutsk. Man, they are getting hurt all over the place. For crying out loud. Okay, but at least these 3 are safe, which means that Novosibirsk, Chengdu and Bangkok are all safe. They should not lose this security point. Same as Perth, I think. Maybe. Well, Sydney is probably gonna hit it. Well, Jakarta is here as well. Well, no, it's alright. It's gonna be fine. Let's end the turn, see what's gonna happen. Okay, Perth got broken. Yakutsk is going to shit. Chengdu got broken as well. Yekaterinburg spread as well. Not nice. Not nice, game. You are not being nice. I kinda have to do this public health awareness so I can lower the amount of infection shit that happens every turn. And then we're gonna deal with the mutation inhibitor stuff. Man, all of it is important, so I can't really focus on one thing too much. Because other stuff becomes important as well. Definitely need to deal with Yekaterinburg. The dude is gonna need to heal. So I can't really use him for anything. And these 2 bastards, what am I gonna do with them? I do not really have a need for more of these quarantines, at least not for now. I mean, I have a lot of money, but I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that here to hire an engineer like this to speed things up a little bit. Definitely gonna deal with Chengdu, because Chengdu is the only city that can spread to uninfected cities, so Chengdu has to be dealt with immediately. And the final dude can open a quarantine somewhere in Perth, just so Perth can leave me alone. Just Perth, leave me alone. Quarantine Perth, keep it safe for a while. As long as it's not spreading, I think things are fine. Very nice. And turn. Jesus Christ, so many. Each turn, the disease has more and more stuff that it's doing. It is really starting to bust my balls. I have to send the dude to Yakutsk. He got hurt, but such is life. Sometimes you have to get hurt to survive. That's how it goes. Let's deal with Jakarta. With her. Port Moresby. Yes, Port Moresby with her. And the dude can deal with Chengdu. Do you want a quarantine over here? Yeah. The infection level isn't high, so it's gonna be fine. And he leveled up, so that is very nice. Let us end the turn. It's not easy to keep control, you know, to contain it. Perth already got broken and EMA is spreading. Novosibirsk got broken. We have a problem. Medical screening. Let's do that. It worked. Excellent. Thank you. 20,000 for medical screening, for the love of Christ. That is expensive. Expensive as shit. I kinda really need this as well. Cities treated to 0 infection level cannot be reinfected. But I have to do the mutation stuff. I have to deal with Niamey as well. Well, the only real problems are Niamey and Novosibirsk, so what do I do here? Novosibirsk, I don't really need to quarantine Novosibirsk. Yeah, I'm gonna compile the money to speed up the research for both things. I think I would like to focus on that a little bit and spend the rest of the time. So fix Niamey, we gotta do that. Fix Novosibirsk and fix Tokyo. As long as the infection level is low, I think I'm alright. And I'm gonna use the girl in Yekaterinburg to do some sampling. There, 4, because in the next turn I can research the next thing. So let's carry on. Okay, so far so good. Perth got spread, so we're gonna need to deal with Perth. Or at least this is done, so we can research the next thing. 86,000. Do I want to do the lab stuff? Hire an engineer. Yeah, let's hire an engineer in the lab to speed these things up a little bit. 26,000. I could start another quarantine. Gotta deal with Perth and Novosibirsk. Everything else is doing pretty well, except Irkutsk. I'm gonna use the dude to deal with Irkutsk, I think. The infection level is rising. We still don't have a lost city, so that's fine. You know, without a lost city, things are good. So we gotta deal with Perth first. Advanced treatment of Perth. Shut up, too close. Novosibirsk with the dude. So now it cannot spread anywhere. I gotta use the dude for Irkutsk. Yeah, let's use him for Irkutsk. And the scientist can do what? I still have 4 days until the next cure part is done, so I don't really need to do the research. I could do a quarantine somewhere. Yeah, let's quarantine Perth again. We gotta quarantine this fucking place.
The work is finished.
Chengdu got broken. Niamey is spreading. At least this is done. Disease trait research requires fewer samples, and down here operatives collect more samples from sample collection. That is really not that important. This is more important. Cities treated to 0 infection level cannot be reinfected. Far more important. This thing here, samples 4, is this being researched? Yes, it is. I could hire another researcher, but I kinda need... I think I need... No, it's fine. Niamey, we're gonna deal with Niamey with her. Let's deal with Irkutsk with one of these. Deal with Chengdu as well. And deal with Beijing. It has nowhere to spread. It is reasonably under control. And turn. Perth got broken. Sydney is spreading quite a bit.
Information just came
Oh
in.
man. Oxygen therapy. Risk is high, but I gotta do it. Oh shit. Okay. It's bad. So the problems now are Sydney and Tokyo, Port Moresby, Novosibirsk. So, well, actually Novosibirsk and Chengdu are the biggest problems because they can spread to uninfected cities. So what we can do is deal with Novosibirsk first, obviously. Then we can quarantine Chengdu. And then we can fix up Sydney and Port Moresby and hope that Tokyo is not gonna go to shit. Here we go. So Sydney and Port Moresby are safe now. The dude is almost dead, but it's fine. 66,000. One more day until this is done. Hire an engineer for one more thing. Hire engineer. Yes, let's hire another engineer. And turn 46,000. It's gonna be good because I'm lowering the disease spreading and all of that shit that's happening, so hopefully that is gonna go well. It keeps spreading all over the place, you know, that's the problem. So disease has -1 spread actions per turn. We're gonna do that. It's gonna take 1 day to do that. So immediately the next turn it's gonna be fixed. Alright, so here we have the problem with Yekaterinburg and Novosibirsk. Both can spread to different cities, and Bangkok has been broken, and I don't think I can afford to create too many quarantines now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean them up oh shit, I don't have... This dude has to heal, which means that it's gonna likely spread to another city. So I'm gonna deal with Niamey. They got cleaned. Oh, I got an upgrade. I got this upgrade, so Niamey is now safe. Oh, Niamey is safe forever now. Okay. Okay, Niamey. Oh, nice. Okay. Whew. That's good. So we can deal with Yekaterinburg and Bangkok. Because then... Okay, Yekaterinburg and Bangkok. There, so now the problem is Novosibirsk, which can spread to Yekaterinburg and Tashkent. But it's alright because the infection level is too low. The only problem is Tokyo. And Hong Kong is a little bit of a problem. You're close to getting wrecked. Have to be very careful. So both of these are done. I do not have enough samples for more. Kinda have to focus on these things here. +1 operatives can be hired. We're gonna do that. I kinda need a 5th person. We really have to deal with this trio of death. Tokyo definitely needs to be dealt with immediately. Hong Kong needs to be dealt with. Beijing needs to be dealt with. And Bangkok needs to be dealt with. Right, is she gonna survive? Yes, she is. We have a problem with Perth, which is probably gonna spread all over the place, but I think that things are good. So researcher, I could hire another researcher. Yeah, let's do that. Hire another researcher. It's not really necessary, but I want to do it anyway. Spread to Buenos Aires. But it's alright. It's alright because I have the technology researched. So, okay, 5th person. The 5th person should be the medic, right?
Ready
Yes.
for duty.
Disease trait research requires fewer samples. We're gonna do this. So now the infection level keeps going up quite a bit. It's starting to irritate the living shit out of me. Let's deal with Perth. Let's fix up Buenos Aires. Should probably deal with Jakarta and Port Moresby. Jakarta got cleaned up. Port Moresby is gonna get cleaned up as well.
No problem.
I need to lower the infection level so I can spend a turn creating a lot of quarantines. That is kinda my goal. And Bangkok, I can quarantine it. Here we go. This is good. And the turn. I think I'm gonna win. I don't think I can lose. It is gonna keep spreading like a stupid bastard, but I think I can contain it. Yekaterinburg health monitoring just get fixed and stop being a bitch. This is done. Operatives collect more samples, not important. +1 field offices. Operatives have less chance to get damaged. Let's do this. Less chance to get damaged the next turn. So Perth and Sydney. If I fix Perth and Sydney, then this area down here is gonna be super safe. I have to use her for another sample. So the sample in Perth. Sampling operation in Perth. Start operation.
Is a success.
She did it, and then we can research the trait. 3 days. Hire researcher. No, not now. I need to do what? Clean up Perth, Sydney. So wait, Perth and Sydney. There's gonna be 2 people, and I'm gonna be left with 2 more people. Those 2 people can deal with Yekaterinburg and Tashkent. Okay, let's clean up Sydney first. And Perth. Now this place down here is completely safe. And we have 2 more people. With these 2 people, we are gonna quarantine Yekaterinburg and Tashkent. Let's do the militarized quarantine. Operatives cannot get hurt in quarantine cities, which is very, very comforting, to be honest. She needs to go to Port Moresby, do some more sampling, because I will need it.
That'll leave a scar.
5 sample. Oh, she's almost dead. Jesus Christ, woman, be careful. Novosibirsk, Yakutsk places are in a bit of a pickle. So Novosibirsk, I'm gonna use one of these 2. He can do that. Clean up Novosibirsk completely. Yakutsk is in trouble as well. Port Moresby, Hong Kong, Tokyo. Wait, I got 3 people. I am gonna clean up Irkutsk and... No. Yakutsk and Beijing. And perhaps I can quarantine Port Moresby. Researcher. Okay, let's hire a researcher here. I think that's it. Things are under control, my friend. We did it. We did it! Just a couple of more turns, and the glory of the gods will be ours. Let's do this. New quarantines have extra health. And let's research the next trait. Should be the final one, but it's probably gonna spread to one more. Knowing my luck. Gotta heal the girl here. Healed completely. Tashkent is in a bit of a pickle. We are gonna quarantine that. And these three can clean up 3 cities. Which ones? Hong Kong. Well, I could clean up these cities that are under quarantine. Yeah, let's go with Hong Kong, Tokyo and Beijing. There we go. Cleaning them all up. And we started in Los Angeles. Completely different part of the world. Was never even close to being infected. Remember that healing crystals debacle? Looks like somebody on our board called a celebrity advocating their use a dangerous quack in an interview, and now she is suing us for slander. If this goes to court, we'll most likely win, but our PR people suggest that kind of exposure won't help our image. They're suggesting a settlement. Blackmail the celeb. Fuck her, do nothing. Well, it didn't cost anything, so who gives a shit? Who cares? Didn't do anything. I don't give a shit. This is done. Bases generate more money per turn. Well, it's not really necessary. I've researched everything. This is lasting forever. I can't seem to clean it all up. So we got 5 people. And can we clean up 5 cities here? These 5? Wait, I have an idea. I'm gonna clean up Chengdu and then quarantine Beijing. There we go. So now it can only spread to Irkutsk. So please just stop and let me finish this shit. It is desperately trying to spread everywhere.
With your help,
we did it!
humankind will persevere.
Oh, holy shit. Oh, it took a long time, but Asia has suffered greatly. But we did it. Nice. So yeah, it does take a little bit of time to get it done. It's much more difficult compared to the first version that I played, because the game that I played at start, you know, the first video, they added a couple of things. They made it a little bit different, a little bit more difficult. They added these little aspects of spreading that are a little bit different. Or maybe that is just the different strain, the different pathogen that is doing it, but I'm not sure. Either way, I hope you enjoyed. Please do let me know, do you want me to do the prion disease as well? And then we're gonna wait for updates, and hopefully more updates come soon, and then we shall do more. So thank you very much for watching. I have been Petard, your glorious lord, and may the blessings of Petardia eternally touch your butt.